Hey everybody, welcome back to Minor Stuff. I'm Matt.
I'm Pat.
And we're the Minor Brothers. Today we're doing our top 5 10-year bourbons. Let's get into it.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by, checking us out. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what your favorite 10-year bourbons are. This was a decent list I think we were able to put together, Matt.
Yeah.
Very excited to get to try this. Also, don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. Trying to do some good stuff over there. We're doing a lot of giveaways over there. I think we're going to stop doing so many giveaway stuff on the YouTube channel and do more stuff over on Patreon. So go check us out over on Patreon as well.
Monthly lotteries over there. So people getting bourbon, cigars, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So 10-year bourbons. I think 10-year is like one of the best ages in bourbons where they start to get really good.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of them get a little bit better with age. Some of them sort of start to get over-oaked. But 10-year, you really get that like
middle ground,
and I feel some of the best flavors. So what we did with this top 10 was 10-year bourbons that we actually have here.
Yep.
There is a couple that would probably make the list, like Michter's 10-year rye. I've heard is absolutely phenomenal. We haven't even been able to try one yet. Never actually even seen a bottle of it. Mm-hmm. So that like would probably have made the list. However, it's not a bottle that we have. Mm-hmm. So let's start, Pat.
No, we have a bottle of Jack 10-year. And it didn't make the list.
Yeah, you know what? It was the original one last year, batch 1.
Yep.
And it was good. I was just sort of let down by what it could have been. And from what I hear, the Jack 12-year is really great.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to try to find one of those. And I guess it was hard too because I ended up really wanting that Jack 10-year so bad. I ended up paying $200 for it, which is not full secondary, but way too much. It was not a $200 bourbon at all. So I was disappointed at that one. But Pat, let's go to number 5 right now.
Number 5, we're going to start off with Michter's 10-year.
And now this is one that we didn't think was worth a lot of the high price on it. However,
it's not worth the hype. It's a great bourbon.
It's a great drinking bourbon, though. It is. It's got the quintessential bourbon notes.
As you can see, we worked our way into it a little bit more. We've hit it a couple more times to try to get everything out of it.
And it did. It sort of improved a little bit after that neck pour or whatever. It did improve for us.
Yeah. A little bit more chocolate. I kind of started picking up in it. It got a little bit sweeter, I think.
Yeah.
But still your good traditional caramel,
it's really
vanilla.
Good traditional bourbons. Yeah. So this is definitely a number 5-er.
Number 5-er. Number 4, Russell's 10-year.
Russell's 10-year. This is a great bottle. Huge fan of the 13-year too. And the single barrels are actually my favorite.
Single barrels are fire, man. Definitely.
Definitely one of the best ones. But this one for a 10-year bourbon, and I think I saw them today for like $46 or something like that. That's a killer price for a 10-year good drinking bourbon. What does this one come in at? This one comes in at 90 proof, so not overdone on the proof, but it's just a great
place to start.
Yeah, you get some really good vanillas in there, caramel, a little bit of the oak.
If I remember correctly, that had a little bit of cinnamon, I think. That was a little
there was a little bit of cinnamon in this one, but it's great.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Number 3.
Now, this one's going to be contested by some people because some people have had bad bottles. I have never had a bad bottle.
Nope.
Henry McKenna 10-year, bottled in bond. It's what we're drinking today.
Yeah.
And this one I originally, was looking for a while ago. Basically, was gone after it won all those awards in 2019, and it was like impossible to find. Now they're making their way back out again. The only problem is
too much money.
Yeah, like I saw like a Total Wine, which is supposed to sell everything basically at your MSRP, was trying to get $74.99.
Yeah.
And that was a pass for me. I don't think this is a $75 bottle.
Nope.
The $50, $55.
It's a great $50 bottle.
I'll stock up on them. At $50, I'll stock up on these things. 10-year, not only that, but bottled in bond, right? It's got great vanilla caramels.
Yep.
Oak and everything on this one too.
A little bit of a spice, kind of like a rye spice to it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of it, but it's not overpowering. It's very...
Just gives it a little complexity.
Yeah, a little complexity. It's very well balanced. And that's why I think this is one of my, favorites. And that's why it hit top 3 for us.
Absolutely. All right. Number 2. Now, number 2 and number 1, I think we went back and forth on this one a little bit. I'm still not sure we got it right, but I'm agreeing with you because you have more knowledge than I have. So we're going to go Four-Gate, the Indiana Foundation bottle.
This bottle was freaking delicious.
It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
The only thing that I think knocked it down from 1 to 2 is the price. Because the next bottle is going to be a $40 bottle, and this one is $200.
I see you on the price.
I think that's probably the biggest thing because these two, number 1 and 2, are great bourbons. This one was just, it was super smooth. Once again, your classic bourbon notes, but it was so well balanced.
It's easy drinking. It was very easy drinking.
This thing was crushable.
Yeah.
And it was great. Like I said, the only downside is the $200 price tag.
I get the $200 price tag. All right, number 1, we're gonna go with Eagle Rare.
And I think this is a hands down number 1 bottle because it's only for this. A lot of people, they'll be like, oh, taters, because they don't like Buffalo Trace products being number 1 because of Buffalo Trace stuff.
See, I'm going to hit it at the taste point of it. The only thing that I don't like about this is that peppery spice that it has to it. If it didn't have that spice to it, I would be like all over this every single day. But that's why I prefer Buffalo Trace over Eagle Rare, just because I don't like that spice that it has in it. The it's like a white pepper. But it's
a very smooth drinking 10-year bourbon.
Yep.
Comes in at 90 proof, so it's not overdone. It's not over oaked. You get some of those great classic Buffalo Trace notes in this bottle, and honestly, it is freaking delicious.
Yeah.
And when it comes in at like $40, how do you beat it?
I think they're $49.99 now. But still, yeah.
How do you beat it?
It's
hard very, very hard to beat. And that's why that came in today, number 1 for us.
Yep.
So anyways, let us know down in the comments what your favorite 10-year bourbons are.
Wait a minute. How about this? In the comments, bring the last bottle up. If you had to rank these 2 bottles, number 1 and number 2, which one are you guys picking for number 1 and which one are you guys picking for number 2? See if you can settle the dispute that me and him had.
All right, everybody.
See if you're going to win or if I'm going to win.
Yeah, I guess so.
Vote for Pat.
Don't vote for Pat. That's a horrible idea.
Vote for Pedro's shirt, and I'll just cross it out and put Pat on it.
Horrible idea. Anyways, everybody.
Great idea.
Check us out on Patreon. Thank you so much for following us along. Everybody have a good day.